All right, hockey fans, we're going to get things underway here from the Plano rink here in Dallas, Texas. Your fourth game of pool play for your Team Colorado Burgundy team. They'll be in the burgundy jerseys with the white trim. Team Indiana will be in the red jerseys with the white trim. Team Colorado coming into this 1-2. Two close games against DC, Maryland, Virginia, a 2-1 loss, and a 3-1 loss this morning against Team Arizona. 3-1 loss, but with an empty netter. We had our chances late in that game. Rung a pipe, I think, with about 2.5 to go. Campbell put one off the crossbar. This Team Indiana team lost 6-3 to Team Arizona. The team we lost 3-1 with the empty netter. Overall, though, good hockey this weekend. Team Burgundy, we just need to find a way to put the puck in the net. Our starting goaltenders are announced. So for Colorado Burgundy, it looks like it'll be Easton Jones in net. For Team Indiana, number 29. All right, fourth and final game here from Plano Ice Center here in Dallas, Texas. We'll get some line shakeups here. It looks like we have Burgess, Cieslak, and Bliss. Swaro and Buckholt on the back end. So it looks like we're shuffling our forward lines a little bit here. And we're ready to get things underway here. Cieslak to take the draw here, and we're underway. Bliss steals it there. Indiana picks it up. Burgess plays it back out. Puck goes back into the Team Colorado zone. Picked up there by Buckholt. Buckholt leaves for Swaro. Leaves there for Buckholt. Buckholt to Cieslak. Cieslak enters the zone, sidesteps a player, picks the puck up, tries to play it back to the point, picked up there by Bliss. Bliss down low. Burgess will pick it up there. Burgess leaves for Cieslak, picked off there by Team Indiana. And puck's played at the center. 3-on-2 here for Team Indiana as they hit the line. Puck deflected out front. Puck's loose in front. And played out. Icing's waved off on the tip. Indiana going to try and flip the ice. Vietnam plays to Krug. Krug, Vietnam, Borchard out there now. Stevenson and Fritzen. Stevenson goes back to the point. Fritzen shot towards the net. Wide. Picked off there by Team Indiana, and they'll look to break it out with speed. Breakaway opportunity here. Saved by Jones. And I think they're going to get Fritzen with a hook here. So we got a Indiana power play early into this game here. Brenner to take the draw. Sorry, that's Williams. Williams out there with Krug. Shot. Saved by Jones. Puck's loose. Back to the point. So Williams and Krug out there on the penalty kill. Williams plays it down. He'll go off for a change. Indiana works it into the zone. Stood up by a couple players. Buckholt picks it up there. Plays it to the line. Held there. Actually played out, so Aldridge will step up into the play there. Aldridge takes a bump. Cieslak now plays it around behind the net. Buckholt will go for the change. And Indiana will enter the zone. Stevenson taking off his stick. Campbell plays it behind for Stevenson. Stevenson tries to clear. That goes off a body. And that goes up into the netting. So we're going to face off, looks like outside the zone here with 12:02 to go first period. 39 seconds to go in the kill. Stockert down to take the draw. Stockert, McGinty out there with Swaro and Stevenson. Indiana draws it to the middle. Shot, knocked down. Swaro plays to McGinty. McGinty up ahead. That's dumped back into the Indiana zone. 20 seconds here to go, and the Team Colorado kill. Stockard in on the forecheck. Indiana breaks it out. 3-on-2 if they hurry, but that's picked off. And with 3 to go on the kill, McGinty in on the forecheck. Back to even strength. Buckled towards the net. McGinty looks for the wraparound. Had Stockard on the backside, just past his stick. Back out the center. Aldridge plays it ahead. Brenner picked up there by Team Indiana. Intercepted by Brenner. Brenner gets through a couple players there. And Indiana will pick it up. Near corner here, held at the line by Aldridge. Plays to Williams. Williams to Brenner. Brenner, he's muscled off the puck. Puck comes back to the line. Aldridge. Aldridge shot wide of the net. Buckled steps up to hold. Brenner tries to walk it out front. Buckled was down low. Couldn't get the shot off though. And puck's played back out to center. Burgess across to Aldridge. Up ahead to Brenner. Brenner in the neutral zone. Brenner now. Brenner dumps it in deep. Indiana picks that off though. Williams in on the forecheck with Burgess. Puck's played near side here. And now out to center. Fritzen steps up there to play it out to center. Bliss forces his man off the puck. Fritzen. Stevenson. Little pitch and catch back to Fritzen. Up ahead to Burgess. Tries to clear it. Unable to there now. Burgess now plays it far side to Bliss. Picked up there. Stevenson back to Fritzen. Fritzen up ahead to Burgess. Burgess will dump it in. Krug and Bliss in on the forecheck. Picked up there, the neutral zone by Krug. Krug drops to Vietnam. Vietnam back to Krug. Krug tries to go back to Stevenson. Picked off there by Indiana, and they'll look to break it out. Indiana throws it behind the net. Stevenson picks it up there. Stevenson up ahead to Borchard. Picked off there by Indiana, and that'll be whistled down for an offside. So 8:53 here to go. Face-off will come outside the Team Colorado zone. Cieslak to take the draw. Indiana gets the zone. Shot blocked down. Swaro plays it around to Williams. Williams up ahead to Cieslak. Cieslak tries to play it ahead. Picked off there. They'll touch up. Campbell's got to touch up on the offsides. And Team Indiana plays it back out to center. Swaro plays it ahead. Picked up there by Team Indiana. Puck comes short side. Campbell picks it up there. Campbell up ahead. Cieslak. Cieslak tries to play it across. Picked off by Team Indiana. And that'll go for an icing. So we're going to face off here in the Team Indiana zone. Tight game so far. Shots on goal 2-1 in favor of Indiana. So Colorado mustering through almost a half a period here. Only one shot on goal. But Indiana's only got 2. Stockard, McGinty. Stockard to take the draw. Stevenson holds. Plays down low. McGinty battles along the half wall there. Dug out there by Brenner. Brenner out front to Stockard. Shot to save. Brenner with a nifty little move to throw it out front there to Stockard. Goaltender makes a save. So we'll rinse, repeat. Stockard here to take the draw. McGinty and Brenner out there. Stockard to take the draw. Back to the point. Stevenson plays it down low. Brenner out front to Stockard again. Stockard couldn't get it on his backhand. Held into the zone. Puck's played around. Near side. Stevenson holds it off for a moment. Team Indiana looks to break it out. Nice defensive play there by Stockard. Stockard unable to clear though. Indiana keeps it in the zone. Puck comes near side. Picked up there by Brenner. Brenner through the neutral zone. Brenner dumps it in deep. Stockard in on the forecheck. Puck's played down into the Colorado zone. Jones leaves there for Burgess. Burgess up ahead to Brenner. Brenner, he'll play it in. Goaltender will pick it up there. Burgess in on the forecheck with Campbell. Burgess, Campbell, Bliss out there now. Out to center. Picked up there by Buckholt. Campbell sidesteps a player. Campbell shot from a sharp angle just wide of the net. Bliss picks it up there. Bliss gets it caught in his skates, and Indiana come back 2-on-2 as they hit the line. Campbell forces his player off the puck. Up ahead. Now to Bliss. Thrown back into the zone. Picked up there by Buckholt. Buckholt plays it along the boards. Into the zone. He'll have to touch up though as it came out of the zone, so that'll be delayed offsides. Indiana gets the zone now. Shot blocked down by Vietnam. Swaro behind the net, ties the player up. Picked up there by Campbell. Campbell with a head of steam near boards here. He's got Bliss with him. 2-on-3 as they hit the line. Campbell shot. High riser just up over the net. Stevenson looks to step up there. Swaro, nice defensive play there. Get back, pick that up. Indiana tries to hold, get onside. Picked up there by Stevenson. Stevenson plasters his man to the boards there. Indiana enters the zone. Dug out there by Borchard. Borchard taken off the puck. Glove down by Swaro. Swaro up ahead to Borchard. And back into the Indiana zone. They'll play it out to center. Picked off there by Krug. Krug plays it back into the zone. Picked off there by Indiana. Stevenson spins with the puck. Plays it in. Icing's waved off as the Indiana player was coming off the bench. Williams tries to go out front to Krug. Krug shot the goal! Williams out front to Krug. Team Colorado takes a 1-0 lead. 4:48 here to go, first period. Hard forecheck there by Team Colorado results in a goal. Seems like Campbell, Williams out there now. Williams plays it into the zone. Puck's played up ahead, picked up there by Williams. Down low to Campbell. Campbell works it down low, tries to center, broken out by Indiana. Back to the point. Fritzen down low to Cieslak. Cieslak walks it out front, shot from a sharp angle. Almost picked up his rebound there. Near side, Fritzen across to Campbell. Campbell fans on the one-timer. Cieslak held there at the line by Aldridge. Cieslak spins with it. Campbell now works it behind to Williams over his stick. Back to the point. Fritzen shot deflected on the way. Campbell rebound attempt. He shovels that wide. Puck comes up. Aldridge steps up to try and hold it in, and Williams will pick it up there. And Indiana will get the zone, but they're 1-on-4. Campbell picks it up there, plays it behind the net, near side to Aldridge. Puck comes out to center. Indiana breaks it in. Aldridge steps up there. And played back into the Team Colorado zone. Fritzen leaves there. Up ahead to Brenner. Brenner leaves for Stockert. Stockert with a head of steam. Stockert shot from a sharp angle at the side of the net. Had the goaltender leaning though. Brenner out there with McGinty now. Back to the point. Swaro goes across to Buckhold. Buckhold shot just wide of the net. And Indiana will look to clear that puck out, and they do. Picked up there by Buckhold. Buckhold near side to Swaro. Swaro up ahead to Stockert. Stockert dumps it in far side. Stockert dumps his man, and Stockert's going to go. Yeah, man, with the things I've seen called this weekend, I'm not sure what Stockert's going to go for. Looks like Stockert's going to go for a rough, so we don't know what to call, so we'll go with the potpourri call. I'll take potpourri for 500, Alex, and we'll call what is roughing. All right, Team Colorado back to the penalty kill here. Looks like we have Williams and Krug out there now. Williams to take the draw. Fritzen. Williams off a player. Off the dasher. Fritzen. Stevenson. And Stevenson will shovel that all the way down. Goaltender will play it aside. Williams in hard on the forecheck. Krug picks that off. Krug looking out front for Williams. Williams in the slot. Shot. Saved by the goaltender. And Krug out front there. Minute 35 here to go in Team Colorado penalty kill. 2:13 to go in the period. Shots on goal 7-2 in favor of Team Colorado. So seems like to take the draw. One there by Indiana. Indiana looks to start their breakout now. They get the blue line onside. Look to set up their power play. Back to the point. Shot. Blockered aside by Jones. Back to the point. Down low. Puck's loose in front. Saved by Jones. Puck steered out of harm's way there. Indiana shot from the point. Redirect up over the net. Back to the point. Shot. Fanned on it there. Had a player far side. 50 seconds here to go in the penalty to Stockert. Minute 23 in the period. And that's tipped in. Icing's waved off. Aldridge fans on the clearing attempt. That allows Indiana to get in there on the forecheck. Aldridge ties his man up. Puck's walked out front. Krug forces his man wide. Back to the point. Top of the slot. Out front now. Shot. Goal. Power play goal for Team Indiana. It's a 1-1 game here with 52, we'll call it 52.5. We'll round up 53 seconds here to go in the first. Campbell, Bliss, Burgess out there now. Buckhold plays it off of Burgess. Puck's played into the zone now. Stolen there by Campbell. Campbell shot. Gloved and held by the goaltender. 37 seconds here to go. Back to the point. Shot on net. A save by the goaltender. Campbell to take the draw here. One there by Indiana. Bliss picks it up, though. Bliss tries to go front to Campbell. Shot saved by the goaltender. He got a pad on that one. Buckle plays it down low. Back to the point. Aldridge. Cross to Buckle. Buckle. Campbell now. Campbell leaves behind the net for Burgess. And Indiana plays it back to the line. Held there for a moment by Aldridge. Now up ahead to Bliss. And that'll do it for one period of play. So at the end of one, it's 1-1, Indiana and Team Colorado. All right, ready to get the second period underway here. Not a lot of whistles in that first period. Team Colorado, though, 1 for 2 on the penalty kill. Looks like we'll roll Borchard, Viet, and Krug to start the second period. Swaro and Stevenson. Borchard to take the draw. Puck's played into the zone. Stolen there for a moment. Krug now with an opportunity. Krug, Viet, and shot from a sharp angle. And the goaltender makes a save. I thought Vietnam had him short side. Krug to take the draw. Krug ties this man up. Puck bounces around. Borchard muzzled off the puck behind the net. And Indiana looks to break it out. They'll look to go cross ice with some speed. Stevenson ties his man up in the corner. Back to the line. Shot wide of the net. Picked up there by Vietnam for a moment. Team Indiana regains the puck, though. Vietnam plasters his man to the boards, and Krug plays it out. And now we'll get an offsides here as the Indiana player touched the puck. Faceoff will come outside the Team Colorado zone here. Cieslak, Williams, Borchard now. Cieslak to take the draw. Buckle plays it into the zone. Indiana will regroup there. Look to play it out to center. Picked off there. Buckle goes across to Aldridge. Aldridge fans on the dump attempt. And it's played into the zone now. Williams in on the forecheck hard. And Indiana's able to break it out to center. They get the neutral zone. Campbell steps up there. Williams shovels it back out to center ice. Picked off there. Indiana plays it up ahead. Buckle Puck's played around behind. Aldridge now along the boards. Dug out there for a moment by Campbell. Played behind the net. Buckhold will pick it up there. Buckhold shovels it out to center. Williams with the breakaway. Williams shot saved by the goaltender. Williams trying to pick the puck up to go in front to Cieslak, but he's tied up. Williams now back to the point. Campbell shot. Blocker down by the goaltender. Campbell leaves there for Cieslak. Cieslak near side here. Cieslak works it back to Fritzen. Fritzen foot race for the puck, and Fritzen gets dumped. Power play coming up here. Delayed penalty on Indiana. Stevenson drops to Cieslak. Cieslak shot. Had it labeled, just missed far side. Off the stick of McGinty. And now Indiana gets possession. So we got a Colorado power play coming up here. Indiana to the box. 2 minutes for slashing. Or tripping, sorry, I should say. Burgess take the draw. Back to the point. Bliss. Looks like we'll run 4 forwards here. Campbell throws it towards the net. Redirected and stopped by the goaltender. Shot from a sharp angle. Gloved and held by Jones. I think he wanted to play that, but there was a quick whistle. So 1:40 here to go in the Team Colorado power play. 12:08 to go in the period. All right, draw one there by Burgess. Stevenson up ahead. Stockert shovels it across. Picked up there by Bliss. Bliss hits the line. Bliss gets dumped there. Burgess picks it up now. Behind the net. Campbell steps up to pick it up. Puck comes out to center. Stevenson. He'll play it right back in. Puck comes out to center. Stockert will regroup there. Leaves there for Campbell. Campbell has it taken off his stick. Burgess picks that up. Up ahead to Stevenson. Stevenson to Bliss. And puck's played back into the Colorado zone. Jones plays it up ahead to Buckhold. Buckhold walks in. Buckhold shot. Sneaky little shot there. Force a goaltender to make a save. Cieslak now looks to set up. Goes cross ice to Buckhold. Buckhold down low to Brenner. Brenner tries to go to Williams out front. Aldridge steps up there. Aldridge leaves for Cieslak. Cieslak shot. Ooh. Off the side of the net. Williams recovers. Plays across to Buckhold. Buckhold fans on the pass across. And Indiana looks to break it out. Indiana in hard on the forecheck. We're back to even strength now. Indiana looks to play it out front. Back to the point. Shot blocked down by Williams. Williams leaves there for Cieslak. And Indiana is going to try and flip the ice. Opportunity here. That's broken up by the stick of Swaro. Nice stick there to get a stick on puck on that shot attempt. Krug, Vietna, and Borchard out there now. Vietna leaves there for Krug. Krug behind the net. Picked up there by Borchard. Borchard works it back to the point. Swaro shot. Tried to hit Vietnam on the back door. Just missed. And that puck's played down into the zone. Jones will leave it there for Swaro. Swaro plays it out. And Indiana will regroup. Puck's played ahead. Into the zone. That'll go for an icing. So with 9:10 here to go, second period, we're going to face off back in the Indiana zone. Shots on goal 13-5 in favor of Team Colorado. Williams to take the draw. That puck's played out and all the way down. That'll go for an icing. So we'll bring it back into the zone. Williams to take the draw. Williams tries to leave there out front for puck's loose in front. Picked up there by Stevenson. Stevenson goes across to Aldridge. Aldridge works it down low to Williams. Williams tries to go back into the slot. It's picked up by Aldridge. Aldridge is down low now. He gets dumped. Indiana held there by Stevenson at the line. Stevenson back to Stevenson. Stevenson top of the dot. Shot. Ooh. And the goaltender had a pucker on that one. Stevenson with a good quick release there. Brenner, Stockert, McGinty out there now. Brenner leaves for Stockert. Back to the point. Aldridge, shot on net, rebound. It's there. McGinty on his backhand. McGinty settles it down, goes back to Stevenson at the point. Stevenson back down low to Stockert. Stockert fights through a stick check there. Back to Aldridge at the point. Aldridge, shot, that's blocked down. Stevenson steps up. Stevenson, shot, draws iron there. And Indiana will head back the other way, 3-on-2. Broken up there by Aldridge. McGinty chips it ahead. Brenner pitches wide to McGinty. McGinty, he's plastered along the boards there. Stockert leaves for McGinty. McGinty, he's tied up. Stockert comes in to support near side. Stockert back to the point. Buckholt goes across. Fritzen. Puck doesn't get through. Brenner, he's hit from behind. McGinty now. McGinty walks to the top of the slot. Picked off there. That shot's blocked down. Fritzen now. Fritzen. Up ahead to Stockert. Stockert goes across to Fritzen. Fritzen tries to go back to Stockert. Williams now. Cieslak off the bench, not able to hold, and Fritzen will play it right back in. Ice definitely been tilted at this end, and Indiana will play it up into the netting. So 6:49 here to go, second period. Shots on goal 17-5 in favor of Team Colorado. Campbell to take the draw, wins it back to Cieslak. Cieslak in the slot. Cieslak, shot. That's knocked down on the way to the net. Williams drops there. Into the slot. Campbell, shot. Puck's loose. Bounces around. Nobody can get a stick on it until we get an Indiana player getting a stick on it. And now it's played out to center. Suaro steps up there. Campbell in the skates of Cieslak. Cieslak works it back to Suaro. Down low to Williams. Williams back to the point. Suaro. Williams through the crease. Picked up there by Aldridge. Cieslak now. Cieslak. Cieslak shot and a goal! Cieslak walks it in off the boards, beats the goaltender up under the bar. I may have seen that shot a couple times over the years. 6:05 here to go, second period. Colorado up 2-1. Krug to take the draw. Fritzen picks it up there. Fritzen behind the net. Fritzen goes to Vietnin. Vietnin plays it out to center. Krug with an opportunity here. Krug shot from a sharp angle and a save by the goaltender. Vietnin was crashing the net. So with 5:44 here to go, second period. Team Colorado up 2-1. Krug, Vietnin, Borchard out there now. Twin Towers on the back end. Fritzen and Stevenson. Face-off won there by Indiana, but Vietnin plays the body there, gets it. Krug ties his player up. Borchard tries to go out front to Stevenson. Stevenson to Krug. Krug, backhand attempt. Borchard up to Fritzen. Fritzen shot. Ooh, that was a little friendly fire. That one stung Vietnin. Fritzen to Vietnin. Vietnin taken down. And now we got a penalty coming up here on Indiana, I believe. So Team Colorado back to the power play here. 5:09 to go, second period. Cieslak, Brenner, Williams, Buchholz, and Aldridge out there. Cieslak to take the draw. Brenner gets control though for a moment down low. Williams comes into support. Dug out there for a moment. Played back in. Cieslak tries to dig it out. Now the puck squirts out. Aldridge is there to leave to Cieslak. Aldridge plays across Brenner. Brenner shot. Saved by the goaltender. Minute 35 here in Team Colorado power play. 4:45 to go in the period. Cieslak to take the draw. Indiana gets it. They're going to play it down. Jones will come get it. Leave it there for Aldridge. Aldridge behind the net. Aldridge with a head of steam here. Williams plays it into the zone. Indiana plays it around. Puck comes out to center. Opportunity here for Indiana. Shorthanded. And Jones gets run. Aldridge is taking exception to that one. Cam, I got you a beer for that one, Cam. I got you a beer for that one.
Should be outside.
Apparently, Team Indiana does not realize you can't run the effing goaltender. I'll explain that to them later. All right, coincidental minors. Up ahead, Burgess. Puck's played back into the zone. We still have 52 seconds here to go in the Team Colorado power play. Stevenson. Stevenson up ahead to Burgess. Picked off there. Our power play breakout just not looking great right now. Stevenson plays it behind the net. Stevenson looks to bring it up ahead to Burgess. Burgess sidesteps the player. Now we get zone entry. Burgess takes it wide, plays it around. Stevenson gets it at the point. We get zone entry. Stevenson tries to leave it down low for Campbell. Indiana plays it around. Picked up there by Stockert at the point. Stockert. Burgess back to the point. Stevenson shot. And we got 4 seconds to go in the Team Colorado power play. Face off back to the point. Swaro shot. Had that one labeled far side. Fritzen back to even strength now. Fritzen takes it around behind the net with that long reach. Fritzen tries to play it back up and out. Swaro will go back and pick it up there. Swaro gets dumped, but we're not going to call a trip there. Swaro cross to Fritzen. Fritzen back to Swaro. Swaro up ahead. Puck comes out to center. Played back into the zone. Fritzen will pick it up there. Fritzen spins with it. Fritzen up the far boards to Borchard. Borchard. That's deflected. He was trying to spring Krug. And Indiana will start back the other way. Fritzen plays it out of the zone. Puck comes out to center. Fritzen now sidesteps a man. Indiana able to get it deep though. Indiana looks to play it out front. Stolen there by Vietnam. Shot from a sharp angle through the crease. Borchard now. Back to the point. Shot. Shot blocked there. Swaro plays it up and out. And that's played back into the zone. Vietnam now. Vietnam leaves there for Swaro. Swaro plays it out to center. And back into the Team Colorado zone. And Jones will hold and cover there. We'll get a face-off in the zone here. Minute 39 to go. Second period. Ice been heavily tilted in favor of Team Colorado. But only a 2-1 lead to show for it so far. Cieslak to take the draw. Wins it back there to Buckholt. Buckholt. Aldridge up ahead. Campbell, he's got Williams with him. He's got Cieslak trailing. Cieslak shot. And that'll be an icing. I thought Cieslak may have had Campbell on the back door there. The goaltender came way out to challenge the shot from Cieslak. Campbell, Cieslak, Williams out there now. Campbell to take the draw. One there by Indiana. They'll play it ahead. They get the blue line. Puck's loose out front. Aldridge ties his man up, but I think they're going to get him for a hook.
Offside penalty of 4:17 for both teams. Number 21, Adam Aldridge, and number 16, Dylan Burrell, 2 minutes for both teams.
So Aldridge heading to the box. Minute 9 here to go, second period. Indiana to the power play. McGinty to take the draw. Indiana shot, blocked down. Stockert able to clear. So Stockert and McGinty out here on the penalty kill with Stevenson and Fritzen. Stockert ties it up along the boards, shovels it back in. That'll roll in on net. McGinty and Hart on the forecheck. Indiana will leave it near side. Indiana behind the net, looks to center out front, broken up there by Fritzen, back to the point. Indiana, shot, saved by Jones and held. So first shot he's seen in probably 10 minutes. It's a backdoor pass, able to squeeze the pads on that one. A minute 13 here to go in the kill, 22.7 to go in the period. Krug to take the draw. Buckholz. And it's chipped out by Krug. Krug with a head of steam. Krug holds it in the corner. Tries to go out to Brenner in the slot. Brenner shot. That's deflected wide. Buckholz steps up there to pinch. And Indiana will look to break it out. And that'll do it for 2 periods of play. We'll be back here in a moment for the third. All right, ready at the third period underway here. Shots on goal 21-6 in favor of Team Colorado. We have 51 seconds of penalty goal time here to kill off to start the third. Williams and Krug out there, Buckholz and Swaro. All right, Williams to take the draw. Plays it into the Indiana zone. Krug in on the forecheck. Indiana looks to break it out now. Now they do. They get the zone with speed. Shot blocked down there by Swaro. They keep possession, though. Work it to the top of the slot. Cross ice. Far side. Shot blocked down there by Williams. Nice shot block by Williams. 15 to go in the penalty kill. They work at top of the point. Top of the dots. Shot. That's blocked down by Swaro. Somebody needs to get that kid an ice bucket for the end of the game. Indiana works it down low. Back to the top of the slot. Puck's loose in the slot. Picked up there by Buckholz. Buckholz springs Bliss. Bliss goes across to Krug. Back to Bliss. Oh! There should be a 5 for boarding. Oh my God, a dangerous hit there on Krug. We're going to get the trainer out here. Okay, so Krug is coming off with some help. We'll get the trainer to check on him. There's going to be a Colorado power play if this kid doesn't get the gate, which he's getting the gate, so it looks like it's going to be a 5 in a game. Yep. So first and foremost, I hope Krug's okay. Get him looked at by a trainer on the bench here. So 5-minute major here for Team Indiana. I guess it's 5 for boarding. Campbell to take the draw, back to the point. Stockert. Burgess to Stockert. Cross to Stevenson. Campbell back to Stevenson. Stevenson shot. Redirect off the goaltender and wide. Stockert picks it up there. And it's cleared out by Team Indiana. Stevenson goes to pick it up there. Stevenson near side to Campbell. Campbell gets zone entry. Campbell looks to take it wide. Campbell behind the net. Campbell out front. Oh, and that is retribution. Campbell to Krug. Good to see Krug back out there. It's a 3-1 Team Colorado lead. Shots on goal 23-6 now. We still have 4 minutes, 18 seconds of power play time. Brenner, Williams, Cieslak out there. Aldridge and Buckhold. Brenner to take the draw. Aldridge. Buckhold back to Aldridge. Aldridge gets it ahead to Williams. Williams gets the line. Williams sidesteps a player. Gets his own. Skates it behind the net. Works it back to the point to Aldridge. We're able to set up there now. Aldridge tries to go backdoor to Brenner. That's broken up by a stick. Buckhold at the line. Buckhold. And that comes out of the zone. So we'll regroup here at center ice. Aldridge plays across to Cieslak. Stolen there by Team Indiana. Shot. That's blocked down by Buckhold. Aldridge leaves for Buckhold. Aldridge up ahead. Brenner. They hit the line. 3-on-2. Brenner. Shot. Goal! That's the way to make them pay with a 5-minute power play. You can score as many times as you want. So far they've gotten 2 in the first minute 39. So 12-17 here to go, third period. Krug, Campbell, Burgess out there now. Krug to take the draw. Stevenson up ahead to Burgess. Picked off there by Stockert. Stockert to Campbell. Campbell sidesteps a player. Campbell tries to center it out front. Takes a hit along the boards, and that's going to be cleared down by Team Indiana. Jones shovels it up ahead to Burgess. Burgess with a head of steam, gets the blue line. Drops there for Stockert. Stockert goes down low to Burgess. Burgess, Campbell on the half wall. Campbell works it back to Stockert at the point. Across to Stevenson. Down low, near side to Burgess. He'll go to Campbell far side. Campbell work it back to Stockert. Stockert, Campbell, Campbell, shot, and a goal! I think that was tipped on the way in. But a third goal on this power play. It's a 5-1 game here. 2:25 still to go in the major. Three goals on this power play in the first 2.5 minutes. Brenner to take the draw. Williams to Buckle to Aldridge. Aldridge back to Buckle. Buckle plays it in. In the skates of Brenner. Brenner tries to dig it out. Williams has it now. Williams goes back to the point. Aldridge. Aldridge cross to Buckle. Back to Aldridge. Aldridge back to Brenner on the far side. Goes skate to stick. Cieslak now leaves there for Brenner. Brenner back to the point. Buckle. Buckle cross to Aldridge. Aldridge back to Brenner. Tries for the 1-T. Just fans on it. Puck comes out. Aldridge. Williams in the slot. Indiana looking for a shorty. 2-on-1 as they hit the line. Shot. Whistled up high and over the net. Played back into the zone. Picked off there by Cieslak. Buckhold. He's dinged up there. Cieslak leaves near side for Stevenson. Stevenson up ahead to Krug. Krug plays it around behind. Throws on the brakes. Krug works it back to the point. Stockert shot. Saved by the goaltender. Campbell now. Campbell on the half wall. Campbell tries to play it back to Stevenson. That goes off an Indiana player. Jones going to play it up ahead to Burgess. Burgess on the stick of Campbell. Campbell tries to center to Krug. They'll look to set it up now. And that puck comes out of the zone. Stevenson will pick it up there. Stevenson up ahead to Stockert. Stockert will spin with it. Stockert hits the line. Stockert rubbed off the puck there. Krug down low to Stevenson. Stockert tries to work it back to the point. That's picked off there. And Stevenson breaks up that opportunity and then levels a player on the reverse check. Picked up there by Campbell. Campbell shot. That's deflected up into the netting. We're going to face off in the zone here. Six seconds to go in the 5-minute major. 9:02 to go in the third. We get a timeout, Indiana. Oh, Lord, I was muted. Stevenson with a massive hit there. Apologies, guys. All right, Brenner to take the draw. Back to Fritzen. Brenner's got it now. Brenner leaves behind for McGinty. McGinty along the wall, leaves there for Stockert. Stockert back to McGinty. McGinty, Stevenson in the slot, shot, a save by the goaltender. Nice setup there. Goaltender way out of the crease to make that save and cut down the angle. Brenner to take the draw. Stockert has it now. Stockert leaves for McGinty. McGinty works the puck back to the point. Trades with Fritzen. Out front to Stockert. Puck's loose at the side of the net. Out front, Stockert, shot. Saved by the goaltender. Brenner gets dumped there. And puck comes out to center. 2-on-1 here for Indiana. And that's broken up. Fritzen ties up with a player there. Buckholt up ahead to McGinty. Buckholt gets hauled down. We're not going to call a hold there. Fritzen leaves for Buckholt. Buckholt jumps up into the play now. Buckholt. And Indiana hits the zone, 1-on-3. Aldridge forces his man off the puck. Swaro ties his man up. Indiana gets it back to the point. Puck comes out. Now back into the Colorado zone. Swaro leaves there for Aldridge. Aldridge, he gets taken out along the boards. Krug comes in to support. Dug out there by Burgess. Burgess, far side. He stood up by two players. Krug in on the forecheck, though. Out front to Vietnam. Vietnam shot! Oh, he had it on the backhand. Just rolled off his stick. Into the slot. Williams shot. Blocked down. Puck's loose. Vietnam can't get a stick on it. Back to the point. Swaro. Swaro plays it down low. Williams behind for Krug. Krug ties up with a player. It's dug out by Williams. Williams tries to go short side. Back to the point. Swaro. Swaro goes across Aldridge. Aldridge shot. Tip attempt by Krug. Redirect. It's a 6-1 game here. So Krug with the redirect. (6-1) Team Colorado. Cieslak, Borchard, Williams out there now. Cieslak to take the draw. Puck's played into the Colorado zone. Fritzen leaves it behind for Stevenson. Stevenson up ahead, hits Cieslak on the breakout. Borchard. And played back into the Colorado zone. Shot, gloved and held by Jones. So I think that's the first shot he's seen in about 14 minutes. Face off one there by Indiana. Back to the point. Shot. Steered aside. Dug out there by Fritzen. Fritzen Player loses a stick. Fritzen tries to go up ahead to Williams. Williams interfered with. Shot. Saved by Jones and held. 2:34 here to go. Third period. Shots on goal 31-10 in favor of Team Colorado. Krug to take the draw, back to the point. Shot, knocked down on the way to the net. Puck's loose in the slot. Shot, saved by Jones. Picked up there by Krug. Burgess plays it back out. Campbell in on the forecheck. Puck comes back out the center. Swaro plays it ahead. Buchholz. Plays it ahead to Burgess. Krug tries to center it out front. In the skates of Campbell. Burgess has it now. It's in the skates of Burgess. Burgess will settle it down. Plays up ahead to Buchholz. Buchholz across to Campbell. And back to Swaro. Swaro to Buchholz. Buchholz tries to spring Krug. I think that got knocked down by Burgess. And that shot's blockered up into the netting. Might have been a deflection. Minute 33 here to go, third period. Stockert, McGinty out there now. Stockert to take the draw. Picked up there by Stevenson. Stevenson stolen off his stick. Puck's loose in the slot. Stevenson regains though. Stevenson with a head of steam. Goes across to Brenner. Brenner shot, a goal! Stevenson to Brenner. And apparently at some point we figured out how to score goals this weekend. Team Colorado Burgundy exploding for 7 goals here. And now we are apparently at run time, so there's actually 50 seconds left. Buchholz plays it ahead. Opportunity here for Stockert. Stockert shot, and that's gloved and held by the goaltender. Brenner, Stockert, McGinty out here for this last face-off. Brenner back to McGinty. McGinty shot just wide of the net. Looking to go short side there. Puck's played out to center. McGinty, he's there for Stockert. 5 seconds here to go. All right, your final here today, 7-1, Team Colorado over Team Indiana. We'll find out when we play tomorrow.